Welcome back to our channel. Today we are driving through Pennsylvania once again. We're in Breinigsville to Maxatawny Township to Topton. As we journey through Pennsylvania from Breinigsville to Maxatawny Township and Topton, just gonna give you a brief history. The history of Breinigsville, Breinigsville. Breinigsville is located in Lehigh County, traces its origins to George Ludwig Breinig. He was a German immigrant who arrived in 1749. His son, Peter Breinig, established the village by building a tavern that became the community's focal point. In the 19th century, Breinigsville thrived as an iron ore mining center, with the Catastroqua and Foglesville Railroad serving the area. The mining operations ceased by the end of World War I, leading to the abandonment of the railroad tracks through the village. The demographics of Breinigsville as of 2024, the population is approximately 9,851, reflecting a 30.06 increase since 2020. The racial composition is diverse. White is 59.14%. Asian is 15.27%. Two or more races is 18.57%. Other race is 3.64%. Black or African American is 3.38%. Native American and Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander, 0%. The median age is 37.9 years, and the average household income is $176,929, with a low poverty rate of 1.3%. In Maxatawny Township, Maxatawny Township is situated in Berks County. Maxatawny Township history is deeply intertwined with agriculture and early American settlement patterns. The township has maintained its rural character while adapting to modern developments over the centuries. Maxatawny demographics as of 2023, it has an estimated population of 8,344, marking a 16.3% increase since 2020. The racial makeup is predominantly white at 82.1%, with Black or African American residents comprising 10.1%, and individuals of two or more races at 6.2%. The Hispanic or Latino population stands at 6.6%. The median household income is $70,764, and 8.7% of residents live below the poverty line. Notably, the median age is 20.5 years, and this is influenced by the presence of Topton University within the township. So here in the video, we're still in Breinigsville. We're over in an area where there is a community by the name of Green Acres. It's a mobile home community, and we passed it on the left. And then we're gonna be turning left in a few minutes, and on that stretch we have ahead across the road would be the winery, Windcrest Winery. If you go straight across, you would see Windcrest Winery and Vineyard. So we're gonna turn left, and on the left, going down on the right, there is Grimm's Orchard and Family Farms. Just a little history of Grimm Orchards and Family Farm. Grimm Orchard and Family Farm is located in Breinigsville, Pennsylvania. It has a rich history that began in 1939 when Floyd and Bertha Reichert purchased 17 acres of land. Initially, they cultivated feed corn, wheat, barley, and oats, and raised over 3,000 chickens and maintained a 1-acre garden. In 1973, the family constructed a small greenhouse to support their gardening needs. The surplus from this venture led them to start retailing and wholesaling plants and vegetables. Over the next 16 years, they expanded their greenhouse operations. By 1989, Dale, Naomi, and their son Josh established Grimm's Greenhouse and Farm Market, Inc., featuring 9 greenhouses offering spring bedding plants, hanging baskets, and vegetable plants. They also farmed over 80 acres, growing vegetables, sweet corn, and more than 25,000 mums. In 1997, Grimm's introduced the first corn maze. So this is it coming up on the right. There's a farm on the right. So they introduced the first corn maze in the Lehigh Valley region, accompanied by a pick your own pumpkin patch. There you go, Grimm's. Straw maze, corn boxes, and various other activities. It's on the right there. The early 2010s marked further diversification. 2011, they established a dwarf pick your own apple orchard with over 20 different apple varieties. We've picked apple last year, and let me tell you, the varieties are a lot. The apples are sweet. There's some that's tart. Best apples, hands down, in the community. In 2012, they began offering air-ride tours of the farm. 2013, they planted 30,000 strawberry plants and 2,000 sweet and sour cherry trees to enhance the pick your own experience. In March 2014, the Grimm family held an auction to sell their greenhouse structures, shifting focus to pick your own orchards, the fall festival, corn maze, air-rides, and expanding the play corral, rebranding as Grimm's Orchard and Family Farms. The farm continued to grow, planting more apple and cherry trees annually, reaching 30,000 apple trees and 2,500 cherry trees in 2016. In 2020, amid the COVID-19 pandemic, Grimm's adapted by cultivating potatoes, sweet potatoes, and various vegetables, added them to the pick your own offerings. Visitors could even have their freshly picked potatoes made into French fries on site, an activity aptly named the Great Potato Dig. Today, Grimm's Orchard and Family Farm spans 114 acres and remains a cherished destination in the Lehigh Valley, offering a variety of seasonal activities and pick your own experiences for visitors of all ages. They have a YouTube channel. You can go over there if you need more information. So we're going to be turning left pretty soon in the video. The left turn is actually the Maxatawny Township. We're just gonna drive through the Maxatawny Township for a while, and then we're gonna be in Topton, PA. Did tell you a little bit about Maxatawny Township. Just gonna go over it one more time. Maxatawny Township is situated in Berks County. It has a deep history intertwined with agriculture and early American settlement patterns. The township has maintained on the right there's like a chocolate ice cream place. They have like chocolate of different kinds and ice cream, very good ice cream. I'm sorry, on the right. Maxatawny, the township, has maintained its rural character while adopting to modern developments over the century. As you can see, there's a lot of farm. I think they cultivate corn on the right side. The demographics, as I said earlier, in 2020, as of 2023, township has approximately population of 8,344, marking a 16.3 increase since 2020. The racial makeup is predominantly white at 82.1%, with Black or African American residents comprising 10.1%, and individuals of two or more races at 6.2%. The Hispanic or Latino population stands at 6.6%. The median household income is 70,764, and 8.7% of residents live below the poverty line. Notable, the median age is 20.5 years, which is influenced by the presence of Topton University within the township. And then some history on Topton. Topton is also in Berks County. It developed as a small borough with a rich history tied to the expansion of the railroad and local industries. Its growth was significantly influenced by the arrival of the railroad in the 19th century, fostering economic development and community establishment. Demographics in 2020, Topton had a population of 2,041 people. The racial composition was white 90.6%, Hispanic 5.1%, multiracial 2.3%, Black 1.4%, Native American or other 0.3%, Asian 0.2%. This demographic profile indicates a predominantly white population with small but notable minority communities. As you travel through these areas, you'll encounter communities that is rich in history and evolving demographics, each contributing uniquely to Pennsylvania's cultural tapestry. It's really a nice area. It's quiet, scenic, good for family. There's a lot of farmland. We're going to talk a little bit about the crime statistics of Breinigsville, Maxatawny Township, and Topton, and what the data is saying about these areas and the crime rate. For Breinigsville, overall crime rate approximately 7 per 1,000 residents, aligning with national averages. Violent crime, the rate is 0.27 per 1,000 residents, significantly below the national median of 4. This translates to a 1 in 3,748 chance of being a victim of violent crime. Property crime, the rate stands at 7 per 1,000 residents, comparable to the national median of 19. These figures suggest that Breinigsville is a relatively safe community, with both violent and property crimes occurring less frequently than in many other U.S. locales. For Maxatawny Township, violent crime, the township reports a rate of 10.7, markedly lower than the national average of 22.7. Property crime, the rate is 18.7, also below the national average of 35.4. These statistics highlight Maxatawny Township status as a safe and peaceful community. Topton. Overall crime rate in Topton is 69% lower than the national average. Violent crime is 72% lower than the national average, with a 1 in 884 chance of being a victim. Property crime, similarly, 66% lower than the national average, equating to 1 in 167 chance of being a victim. These numbers indicate that Topton is safer than approximately 76% of U.S. cities, reinforcing its reputation as a secure place to reside. In summary, Breinigsville, Maxatawny Township, and Topton all demonstrate crime rates that are below national averages. Right here, we're coming up. This lady, she nearly ran into us, but we were going slow, so we let her go. She had a few puppies, and I think they were distracting her. In summary, Breinigsville, Maxatawny Township, and Topton all demonstrate crime rates that are below national averages, underscoring their standing as safe communities within Pennsylvania. I mean, I live in Berks County, and I feel pretty safe as an African American. I have no issues, no racial issues. Also, being a minority, so that's pretty good. Um, the schools are pretty safe, and the ratings are pretty high. So, in regards to festivities, both Lehigh and Berks counties in Pennsylvania, they host a variety of annual festivals and events that celebrate their rich cultural heritage, arts, music, and community spirit. In Lehigh County, there's the Music Fest, which is held in Bethlehem. Fest is the nation's largest non-gated free music festival featuring a diverse array of musical genres across multiple stages. The festival begins on the first Friday in August and spans 10 days, attracting thousands of visitors. Then you have the Great Allentown Fair. This is an annual event at the Allentown Fairgrounds. This fair combines agriculture exhibits with entertainment, including concerts, rides, and food. Traditionally held in late August through early September, it offers a blend of educational and fun activities for all ages. You also have the PA Bacon Fest, which is located in Easton. This festival is a haven for bacon enthusiasts, featuring a variety of bacon-themed dishes, cooking demonstration, and live music. It's typically held in the fall and celebrates the culinary creativity centered around bacon. You also have the Celtic Classic Island Games and Festival. Celebrating Celtic culture, this Bethlehem-based festival showcases traditional Highland games, Celtic music, dance performances, and cultural workshops. It's usually scheduled in late September. Then you have the Christ Corn Market. Inspired by traditional German Christmas markets, this Bethlehem event offers unique holiday shopping, artisans, live music, and festival food. Running from mid-November to December, it captures the holiday spirit in a charming setting. In Berks County, they have the Berks Jazz Fest, which is organized by Berks Hearts. This annual festival in Reading spans 10 days and features world-renowned jazz musicians performing at various venues throughout the county. It's a significant event for jazz enthusiasts and typically takes place in April. Of course, we spoke about Cutstone Folk Festival. This is celebrating the Pennsylvania Dutch culture. This festival offers traditional crafts, folklike demonstrations, music, and authentic cuisine. It's held in Cutstone. It's recognized as one of America's most unique festivals and usually occurs in late June to early July. You also have the Chili Pepper Food Festival. For those who enjoy spicy cuisine, this Bowers-based festival features a variety of pepper-themed foods, cooking demonstration, and pepper eating contests. It's an annual event that typically takes place in September. There's also the Holy Valley Community Fair. It's a traditional fair showcasing agriculture exhibits, crafts, food, and entertainment, reflecting the community spirit of the Holy Valley. It's usually held in September. Then you have, last but not least, the Berks County Fair. This fair offers a range of activities, including farm and agricultural events, track events, and Pennsylvania Dutch cooking. It's located in Leesport. It provides fun for the entire family and typically occurs in July. These festivals just offer a glimpse into the vibrant community life and cultural richness of Lehigh and Berks counties. Um, you can always, for most current information on the dates and the events, it's advisable to check the official website or local event calendars. So now we're in Topton. It's a very quiet and serene community, as I spoke about earlier. So for the rest of the video, just enjoy and please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.